after our Jim Courier Wayne Ferreira encounter here at Kooyong to pick up on the action in the Peters International. So yes, you'll be seeing Monica Seles.
And a very good afternoon, everyone, from Sydney, and welcome to the third day's play in the Peters International from White City. It has been a very, very good tournament so far, and we're going to be seeing some tremendous action this afternoon, the highlight of which is going to be the first appearance in Australia of Monica Seles since 1993, when she won the Ford Australian Open at Flinders Park. Craig Willis reports.
Hamburg, April 30, 1993. Unemployed German lathe operator Gunter Park stabs the world's #1 woman tennis player in the back. It would sideline Monica Seles for more than 2 years. Her return has been well documented, but it is worth remembering the young Seles pre-stabbing, the Seles who won 8 Grand Slam singles titles in less than 3 years. In Australia, she was undefeated. Her 3 trips to Flinders Park saw her emerge as the champion each time. In 1993, her last appearance, she had beaten Steffi in 3 sets to confirm her world #1 status emphatically. She was preparing to make it 3 from 3 at the French. The deranged tennis fan put paid to those dreams. At Wimbledon, on her least favourite surface, she had been a finalist. Easy meet for Graf in 1992, however, as she struggled to win only 3 games. At Flushing Meadow, the Yugoslav-born American citizen had won her last 2 US Opens. That was the past. Since her re-emergence at Atlantic City in an exhibition against Martina, she has played 2 big tournaments. She beat Amanda Courtzer to take the Canadian Open without dropping a set. And she played a classic final before losing to Steffi at the US Open. It was a match that had purists on the edge of their seats. And now she returns to Australia, hot favourite to add to that fabulous Grand Slam record.
Craig Willis reporting on the player that everybody at White City is just waiting to see. Before that happens, though, let's check a couple of results.
Just about to walk on court for this match. Huge crowd here waiting for the arrival of Monica Seles. And it doesn't matter who she's or would be playing against. Today it's Dominique Monami from Belgium, but they're here to see Monica Seles, the player co-ranked #1 in the world. And she's never played in Sydney. She's always played in Melbourne, has a great record in Australia, never having lost a match. Has won 3 Australian Open championships, and be a tough match for Dominique Monami, Pam?
It certainly will be, but it's so much fun to see a crowd like this and the electricity and the anticipation of seeing Monica Seles finally play here in Sydney and play only her 3rd tournament since the incident in Hamburg in April of 1993.
I know, and everybody knows about that incident. It was a horrible thing, and I don't think we'll dwell on it too much, but people are so excited all over the world that Monica's making the return back to tennis. And people in Sydney, they've come out, they even have the children sitting courtside on the grass court to watch this match because the crowd is absolutely huge, and they're really here to see Monica.
Coin flip going on with chair umpire Lynn Welch. Monica's going to have a difficult day, I think, with her skirt. It's very breezy today, and Monica wearing the pleats.
Well, it is very windy, and White City, they've always referred to as a left-hander's paradise, and Monica, of course, left-handed.
Well, Dominique Monami from Belgium is 22 years old. She was one of the last direct entries into this Peters International. Her best result in 1995 was she got through to the finals of a tour event in Quebec City late in the year. good wins over Gorchitegi, Amanda Kutzer, and Australian Renee Stubbs before losing to Brenda Schultz-McCarthy. Hits the ball hard and flat. Had a solid win yesterday over qualifier Veronica Martinique.
And a tough assignment for her, no question about that, playing Monica Seles, co-ranked #1 in the world, and she's only 22 years of age, same age as her opponent, but what she has accomplished in such a short period of time, unbelievable. She was born in Yugoslavia, now resides in Sarasota, Florida, became a US citizen in March of 1994. In 1995, her first tournament on the comeback trail, she won the Canadian Open. She was runner-up at the US Open to Steffi Graf, and she had won 7 of the last 8 Grand Slam championships in which she had played. She's won the Australian Open 3 times, never lost here. Roland Garros, the French Open, 3 times, the US Open twice, and she's won the season-ending Virginia Slims Championships 3 times. And she's playing as well as ever.
Well, here it's another interesting thing, because of course she had the huge break before she started again in '95, and now she's had a 4-month break after the US Open. She had some tendonitis in her knee, she had an ankle injury. She was supposed to play a couple of events at the end of '95, so now she has another fairly long break, and now coming back. She wanted to play some matches before the Australian Open, so here she is.
The umpire for this match will be Lynn Welch. Just taking a towel back to the baseline with her, just so she can towel off. She won the toss and will be serving to open. It's actually a second round match. Monica, being the #1 seed here, had a bye in the first round. And first round matches, or the first match of a tournament, is always very difficult. But that's a familiar face for Monica, maybe perhaps not for the Australian public. They would have seen him at the Australian Open, but her father, who is out here with her, her mother is not here. And she also has a hitting partner with her. She says her father is her coach.
Her hitting partner is Claudio Pestalozzi, former Italian ATP Tour player.
Let. First serve. Love 15.
Already showing good power with the first serve.
15 on.
I remember when Monica played Steffi Graf in the final of the Australian Open in '93. She served as well as she had to until she was down a couple of break points, and she served a couple of huge serves right down the tee to Steffi, won those points. Well, that's interesting. I don't think Monica has been foot faulted many times.
30 all.
And the net is still a little loose. Monica's ball wasn't that hard, but the ball stuck in the net.
Well, her serve was something that she was unhappy with in her 2 tournaments back. It was really the one thing that she was disappointed in early in this match, showing some signs that it's not yet fixed.
Deuce.
Well, perhaps the wind plays a part in that.
so well. She has the opening. She can be aggressive with that shot, but look where she places it. She can place it on a dime. You know, most people with their serve, they line up and they try and hit it on the line. Monica's this way with her ground strokes. Here she comes in with a big forehand and just inside the sideline.
Game, Seles.
Monica Seles whole serve to lead 1-love
First game.
in this match. Back at centre court for this first round or second round match of the Peters International, Monami from Belgium to serve.
Love 15.
Well, her second serve actually was pretty good, had some pace. Monica was unable to gain the upper hand too much, which is something important for Monami in this match, to go for her second serve. She's not a very tall gal, but she actually gets a lot of pace from this serve, keeps her head up nicely, falls into the court. Spoke to Dominique before the match, and she definitely said she was nervous. This would probably be the biggest match of her career, certainly the biggest focus. She has gotten through to the fourth round of Grand Slams before, but this is a biggie.
Game, Seles.
Well, she has the right idea. She's trying to be aggressive, trying to get on top with a good serve, hit into the open court, but several of her shots she overplayed, which happens when you're nervous against a #1 player.
And it happens when you actually try to play above yourself. Come up with a few more errors than what you normally do.
Let. First serve. Love 15.
And I don't think Monica has ever been given the credit for her movement around the court, because when you hit double-handed off both sides, you have to get there early to prepare, and Monica moves quite well. Deceptively well.
Love 30.
Those are the shots you want to make. Up love 30 in a game, trying to put some pressure on Seles, get some game points, miss a return. That's what's tough, is right then and there, she can go either way. She can bang that backhand back cross court or go behind the opponent. You can see there, Monami is nowhere in your screen. She just doesn't let you get away with one mediocre shot. As soon as you hit it short, somewhere around the service line, look out, you're in trouble.
Game, Seles.
First ace of the match takes Monica Seles to 3-love in the first
Seles
set.
leads 3-love. Time.
And the crowd at White City witnessing quite a great display of tennis from Monica Seles. She doesn't take much time between points. She gets on with the game and she works her opponents around the court.
She's no fun to play. I've been there a couple times. It's just no fun.
Well, I played her in doubles towards the end of my career, and that was quite an experience.
Oh!
Well, I'm not sure even Monica meant to hit quite that kind of an angle. It was a good second serve from Monami. Pulled Seles out wide. Good reach. Look at the angle. Way inside the service line.
Love 30.
And during Monica's absence from the WTA Tour, she actually grew a little bit. Always on her toes, always waiting to take the ball on the rise, moving forward. And it's amazing someone of her age would still be growing.
I think I'm still growing.
I know I've stopped.
Actually, I grew an inch in my 20s. And
15,
I think that's probably something what happened to Monica.
She's 5 foot 10.5 inches or 1.79 meters.
That's the wildest error so far from Monica Seles. So seldom do you see her miss a shot by a lot.
And also, if she does have a weak side, it is the left-handed, double-handed forehand.
Oh! Wait, please.
It's not much of a weakness, though.
No, but if you had to say one.
Yep.
40-30.
So the first game point for the Belgian player.
Deuce.
And Dominic Monami would not be used to the return of serve coming back quite as fast and hard as it's coming back from Monica Seles.
You'd have to practice with Jim Courier, I think, to be used to it. Well, I think she's going too many times now with a second serve to the backhand side. Earlier in the game, she jammed her on the forehand side, but this is just lined up nicely for Monica. She likes that pace, didn't move her out wide.
Game, Seles. She leads 4-love.
And Monica Seles is practicing with a former ATP Tour player here.
Yep, Claudio Pestalozzi tried to get into the qualifying here. But now he's stuck to being Monica's practice partner, and I guarantee you he'll get in a little better shape during these weeks down under.
Monica was running him all over the court the other day.
Love.
Well, of all the times you have an opening against Seles, it's probably on her second serve, and Monami stepped up and really nailed the forehand. That's what won her the point. You just don't have time to set up for your shots. Monami played a couple of decent ground strokes, but even then she was still the one looking down the barrel.
Game, Seles. Seles leads 5-love.
Monica Seles already waiting to receive serve from Dominique Monami. Monica ahead 5-love in this first set. When she walked back to the baseline, there were several children in the audience yelling to her, and she turned around, just smiled and waved to them. She's having a great time.
Love 15. Oh! 15 all. Not up.
It's a smart play. Good to see a little change up. There's so few opportunities, though, that you have to play drop shots against Monica Seles because of the pace that she hits the ball. It's very hard to hit a drop shot when somebody's rifling the ball, but this one's not as much pace. Perfect.
Let for serve.
And another smart play. It's great to see the Belgian player thinking out there, that time with the change up on the backhand side. Very smart, Wendy.
Very, very smart. It shows that she's thinking, trying to do something different, and catching Monica off guard on 2 consecutive points.
40-30.
Because Monami would love to get on the scoreboard. It's terrible to lose a set 6-love, and Monami with another chance to earn her first game.
Let for serve.
Wow, it's not a whole lot you can do.
And the crowd's appreciating the fine display from Monica. It's not that Dominique Monami is a bad player. Monica is just head and shoulders above most of the other players.
Well, it was the angle and the shortness of that last backhand.
Advantage, Monami.
Again, it got Seles having to move in from her favorite baseline position. She was unable to adjust with this big stretch. You can see she did not cut into the court.
Game, Monami.
Maybe the biggest reception that Dominique Monami has had in her young career.
Seles leads 5-1.
And she's got a little bit of a smile there. She's happy. And it's great to see, and the crowd appreciated her fighting ability there.
Yesterday, late in the afternoon, Dominique Monami asked me if I'd warm her up today, and I said, I think you got to find somebody that hits the ball a little bit harder than me. I think she'll understand what I was talking about.
Love.
Well, Dominique was successful in the previous game. Changed the pace a little bit, threw in a drop shot, a couple of high loopy shots, and earned her first game. And I think she's going to continue that trend. It shows that she's a thinker on the court.
And there, another bit of variety coming to net. Forehand approach.
30-15.
It's easy when you're down 5-love or getting crushed to not think. You start to panic. But it's good that she has the clarity of thought to come up with some new things in her game plan. And now Monica's going to start thinking a little bit, looking for this drop shot, and that's what you need to do. You got to put some doubts in Monica's head so she just doesn't sit back there and slug the ball.
Oh. 40-30.
Set point for Monica Seles.
Second double fault. She served a double fault in first game of the match. Again, enough of a change-up. She was on the stretch, and she gave herself a little bit of time, didn't give Monica the same paced ball, and Monica made the error. So now a break point.
Deuce.
I'm impressed with Monica's serve up the tee on the ad side. Of course, the lefty's famous for the wide swinger.
And that's the one she always used to serve to the second court, unless she really needed a big serve.
Advantage, Monami.
Well, I think Monica thought her serve was long. You could hear her say something to the umpire. Well, it's always tough for two-handers when they have to go to the one-hander to hit a shot. Now Monica plays the drop shot coming up right here, underslices it way high over the net. Monami has plenty of time, tries to play the angle finesse.
Advantage, Seles.
Well, Dominique Monami certainly making Monica work for this point. Little unlucky. Exchanging some great groundies and a good idea to once again go for the drop shot. That was the right play, just a little unfortunate.
Let. First serve. Game in first set, Seles. 6-1.
Monica Seles wins the first set on her second set point, 6 games to 1.
Quickly, thank you.
Well, the man courtside, Caroli
Second set.
Sellers, Monica's father, twiddling his fingers a little bit. Might be a little bit nervous, but Monica with a comfortable 6-1 first set.
We were speaking during the break of what an entertaining 6-1 set it was, and particularly towards the end, Dominique Monami found a way to really push Monica Seles in the last couple of games. See if she can continue that.
All.
Dominique Monami actually got married just under about 3 weeks ago to Bart van Roost, and probably change her name for the Australian Open.
Yeah, Bart's here with her. I don't know whether or not they're calling this their honeymoon. I'm sure right now when she's playing Monica Seles, she doesn't see it as much of a honeymoon.
But it's a great experience.
Let. Second serve.
Oh.
15-40.
Well, only the first double fault for Monami, but it gives her opponent, Monica Seles, 2 opportunities to break serve in the opening game of the second set.
Nice 1-2 punch. The forehand landed close to one corner and then the backhand to the other and made the drop shot easy.
Deuce.
Well, you could hear Monica say no, she didn't like that shot selection. The ball was up about head level. Tough to hit a drop shot from up there.
Very difficult.
Advantage Seles. Game Seles. First game, second set.
Monica Seles breaks. Monami serve to go ahead 1-love in the second set. And the wind seems to have died down a little bit on the center court at White City. Monica Seles about to serve, leading 6-1, 1-love. Well, both these players would love to play in the Olympics this year in Atlanta. But this ball, a little bit below the level of the net. Monami not able to get up to it.
Second foot fault for Monica Seles.
Well, Dominique Monami played Fed Cup for her country, Belgium, and Monica Seles made herself available for her adopted country, the United States, so they're both eligible to play the Olympics this year.
40 love.
And that serve looked like it was a fault.
Very much looked wide, but sometimes that sidelines judge has trouble seeing through a person. Sometimes the returner gets in the way. Of course, it was a famous service fault at the U.S. Open on set point against Graf that Monica felt she got the wrong end of the deal.
And it was down the middle, too.
Wow. She gets so low for that. It's just amazing. Her backswing, and she just uncoils and unleashes her racket face through this. Watch from the ground level, which is great to see it from here. Look how low she gets. Just rotates. Ow.
Well, it's something that Monica has done since she was a very small child. Taught by her father, who continues to be her coach.
Do you think that's when she learned to grunt as well? Probably.
Love 15.
Moving forward, now that time the second serve just was not offensive enough. You've got to make a decision whether or not you just soon hit double faults or see that return. Easy enough to be late with a swing against Monica.
Monica takes everything on the rise. It's everything so early and so hard. And it's that split second that makes a huge difference in your preparation.
Well, Monami has been in most every single game. 5 of the first 8 games went to deuce, but the last service game, Monica Seles, she held to love. Now down love 40 on her serve.
Well, I think we jinxed Monami because we talked about that on the change of ends, and then possibility of 2 love games.
Well, Monica got to the drop shot this time, played the shot up the line, and Monami was very decisive with what she wanted to do. Monica quick to move forward, going with a 2-hander. Almost made that forehand volley. Well, that was about the pace of Monica Seles' balls.
30-40.
Well, earlier in the match, you said that Monami loves to hit that forehand, and that time showing what she is capable of.
Game Seles. Seles leads 3-love.
Monica Seles serving 3-love, second set. Just checking her ball toss because of the position of the sun.
Can't get any better with the placement of a 2-handed backhand than that. Again, it's the 1-2 punch deep into that corner and then bang. Look at the angle. Well, now Monami is looking a little bit like Monica Seles. Spoke earlier about how they both want to represent their country in the Olympics. Both are 22 years of age. Both play with Yonex rackets. Other than that, though, there are a lot of differences.
Well, don't you and I play with the same rackets too, Pat?
It's about the
same Yonex rackets.
Only thing the 4 of us have in common. So,
Love 40.
3 break points. Monami trying to climb her way into this second set. She got into the first set towards the end.
Game, Monami.
Look at the smile on her face.
Seles leads 3-1.
22 years of age, same age as Monica. But a little bit more inexperienced on the tennis circuit. But she manages to break Monica's serve to love. Now trails 1-3 in the second set.
Love 15.
Well, the crowd is really supportive for both players. They're obviously so thrilled to see Monica Seles here, and they respect what she's been able to do coming back. But Monami is clearly the underdog, and crowds love the underdog, so there's some confused people out here.
Plus, she's also a good personality. She's been smiling and producing some very good tennis.
Love 30.
I was just trying to imagine serving and volleying against Seles. See that kid with the ATP Tour tattoo?
There are a lot of children here today. Anyone under the age of 16 has been admitted free of charge.
I tried to talk my way in free. Didn't work.
Love
Second
40.
double fault of the match from Monami, and gives Monica 3 consecutive break point opportunities. Pam, I didn't even attempt to talk my way in.
Game,
Wow.
Seles leads 4-1. He's behind the players, please. Thank you.
Quite a vocal crowd here at White City, showing support for both Monica Seles and Dominique Monami. And it is quite windy down on centre court.
Well, there you have it. Serve volley from the #1 player. I wonder if she's happy she didn't have to make the volley. Monami missed the return, but it's good. What the heck? Give it a whirl. Up a set and a couple of breaks.
Well, that's the time you're going to try to improve on perhaps a weakness in your game or something that you don't normally do. And Monica doesn't serve and volley very much. And she was going to do it that time.
Wendy, you said you played her in doubles. When I played her in doubles, she did not serve and volley at all, and it made for a very difficult life.
It is, because usually you try to tell someone to come into the net when they play doubles, but same thing when I played Monica.
Fault.
It was a fault, overruled by the chair umpire, Lynn Welch. Accurate call. But the reason why Monica is so good in doubles as well is because those groundies are just coming at you. You're at the net trying to defend yourself, basically.
So another look at the second serve. This is where Monami has had some success attacking. Well, very fortunate with that second serve, just clipping the center line.
And a lot of spin on it too, a lot of slice, so it was pulling away from Monami's body. Well, the drop shot has certainly worked for Monami. You don't get an opportunity to use it very often. And Monica moving well from side to side, but not as well forward. But I like the head on her shoulders, Monami.
And a great play going down the center of the court 3 times in a row. Monami didn't have the opening to really go for her shot, so she kept Seles locked up, and then Seles tried to create an angle that was not there. Break point.
Seles leads 4-2.
You have to guess. In this situation right now, Monami has to pick a side, and she picks it right.
And the crowd loved it too.
Certainly did.
Gives Monami one break back. Seles ahead 4-2.
Love.
Monami, just about 13 months ago, was ranked 133 in the world. She's got her ranking up to 61, so she is improving.
Well, Monica's
30,
talking
15.
to herself. That's a good sign for Dominique Monami. Wouldn't have seen that about a half hour ago. Some great scrambling, though.
30 all.
Well, good entertaining tennis from both players. Monami having to cover a lot of court. And it's Monica Seles who keeps her opponent guessing. Which way am I going to go? Wrong way, Monica.
30, 40.
Well, I think the sheer power from Monica that time, forcing the mishit from Dominique.
They're both just cracking the ball.
Look at the concentration on Monica's face.
Game, Seles.
Well, Seles with another break. Leads 5-2 in the second set, and will be serving for the match when we return.
5-2.
Monica Seles serving for the match. 5-2, second set.
15 love.
Well, and she's dropped her last 2 service games. In fact, there's been 4 consecutive breaks, but that ace, her third, good start.
Third time she's been foot faulted. I'm not used to seeing Monica foot faulted that much.
15 all.
Well, she's making it 3 and 3. 3 aces, 3 double faults.
3 foot faults, things come in threes.
$30, 15. Let first serve. $30 all. $40, 30.
Well, an unforced error from Monami, giving match point to the #1 seed and the co-ranked #1 player in the world, Monica Seles.
Game, 7 match, Seles. 6-1, 6-2.
Well, the tradition continues. Monica Seles has not ever lost a match in Australia. She's now hitting the balls from the match into the crowd. You can hear them going crazy. She's teasing them now. Which way will I hit it? And that's great to see. She's got a very good attitude now since her comeback, since the stabbing.
Now, if she did what Agassi she'd take her shirt off. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think she's going to stick with the tennis balls.
And I thought it was a very entertaining match.
I did too. Monami, after getting blown away the first 5 games, really held her own on a lot of the games. First 5 of the 8 games went to deuce, but she lost most of those, and some great action.
Well, Monami started to think what she could do to get into the match, change the pace up a little bit. Was quite successful with the drop shots, but it was Monica Seles who really showed that she is the #1 player in the world with a great display of tennis. And now signing some autographs for her many fans. I don't think she could sign all the autographs that would be demanded of her. So a great match from Monica Seles, a good display from Dominique Monami, but Seles the victor, 6-1, 6-2.
Monica Seles playing her first match for over 4 months and victorious 6-1, 6-2 over Dominique Monami. First set took 27 minutes, the second 25, and the match over in just under the hour. As we check the stats on the match, I'm sure Monica would like to get more of her first serve into play. Not really a great weapon for her, 53%, but she won the point 61% of the time when she did get it in. She struck 8 backhand errors. As we look down to the unforced errors near the bottom of the page there, 17 to Seles, 29 to Monami, but only 5 forced errors and 13 forced errors to her opponent.